InShalla and Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings. I'm grateful to be here. Holistic Shamedium and subtle energetic surgeon, Tonya D. I incorporate indigenous technologies for healing in a variety of ways. But welcome to September 7th, 2021. As we cascade through the journey into the end of 2021, we're in the season of the harvest, not just the fall, but also the energy of Virgo. And how is everybody digesting the energy of the new moon today? Ready to take it to the heart? Or are you still in recalibration mode? Let me know in the comments. I would love some insight there. And are you ready to take an authentic rest today and open up that galactic corridor, that door to the day-to-day in your creativity channel, just listening to the world, the sounds of nature, and really what it has to say? Or is your character feeling a bit flawed, realizing that you might have pushed yourself too hard or resisted, or, maybe you're a workhorse? Is it on vacation? If it is, it should be, actually. The elemental energy of today, and look at that. If you're new to my show, I talk about the elements every day, but we have new energy in the month branch today. We have a Ding Yu month, or a Yin fire and Yin metal with the rooster. So, and we also have a woo-woo kind of day. We have Yang Earth and the horse. So it's exciting to wake up and see an elemental energetic shift right after the energy of a new moon, where the ox is steady, the rooster is actually shaking things up, making some noise, and the horse just wants some freedom. And you can see that it's definitely this inward journey kind of a day. If meditation is a task for you, I created Soliciting Solitude as a program actually to take you there. I keep adding meditations to it, elementals, a ritual, beginner steps, baby steps, and so much more. And it really is those baby steps of climbing into your skin and just learning how to meditate. There's no right or wrong way. We're all individual. It comes in our own frequency, vibration, and energy. But the only yang energy that we have today is actually on our day master. It's that yang earth, or the woo. Earth energy is contemplation. So we are once again in need of nature, always being consciously aware and connected to the unseen, and knowing that we are always in change ourselves. So are you being authentic to your beingness? Or what aspect can you be more authentic in? So nature as an element is also the ideas. It's being a writer. It's creating clothing out of nature. It's herbs. It's creating potions even. It's like this magical realm where creativity goes to the unseen and then back again. Literally, where you can take your inner nature and bring it outside of yourself and share those creations that you're creating. Maybe a crystal infused candle, maybe an environmentally safe clothing line. So it's kind of like, what is the message that you could contemplate today and bring into your day-to-day reality? So you really want to stay in your observation station of what it is that you actually want to create. What does your heart in the core think of it? And are you open to create that in your day-to-day reality? So it's this effect of your cause that actually comes back to us. It's this resonance of the action or the inaction. It's this infinity in motion that's constant. So just be in your observation station and watch how things literally unfold organically and what you actually can observe and learn from it. It's really a great idea to take the path of least resistance. Just get in your flow and take in a view from a mountaintop, if you have mountains, or a sand hill. It really doesn't matter. Just taking in a new perspective, a new view that sometimes is otherworldly. If you feel exhausted with all of the changes going on around you, experiencing things might be a little bit rough, take a breath and always take a pause. This too shall pass. It's a day to really clean up and let go, get in the flow of things. Myself, I have been cleaning out my physical realm, like all aspects. So I can clean out the etheric or the otherworldly realm as well. Be more in my shrine, if you will. So as you take a breath and a pause throughout the day, just be in sync with your heart. Just be aware to access that awareness. So you want to take your energetic key and open up your heart's door and feel your heart's reaction to every detail on your path. If you hit a crossroads, just take note of it, like a little sticky note. So it's this day of inner reflection with all of this yin energy and all the options that you have on your plate, the energetic ones, the future options. It's time to create the personal effect and the cause actually that goes with it and actually resonates out into the future and then kind of comes back to us. Just muse about that today and see what comes up. What options do you have flowing forward? Are you in your flow? So I do cowrie shell divinations, bringing in otherworldly prescriptions to assist in that flow, whatever that looks like. It's just one of the options that I have to offer in my Musing Club. If you are in alignment and you can feel your heart shining like a beacon, your inspiration really comes in and through your creativity, that doorway with an otherworldly idea, then you know that your heart's energy is actually in line with it, in tune. So if you get the feeling of it's just okay, then you ultimately know your heart channel is not in line or even at all inspired. Anything that doesn't light up your heart channel today, there is no electric or magnetic energy happening. That's really not the path actually to take. That's like an alert signal. And ultimately, it's going to lose its inspiration, its passion over time to kind of resonate out into the future and come back. So it's like a limited time offer. This ends soon. Spending time in your social garden is also a great idea for a day like today. Be balanced, be kind, be in a heart-aligned moment to moment, just recalibrating where you feel in aspects like your home, your family, your money, what you value, or even how you act, your character, the flavor of that. And just stay in the flow of what your heart actually feels. Utilizing your heart center, your heart chakra, on what gets your attention or what no longer deserves your attention. So if it disrupts the energetic force field of your heart's awareness, just allow it to flow downstream. It's like having an energetic hiccup or what I call a burp. It's a balancing effect, creating balance in the cause, creating or manifesting beauty inside and out to radiate into the future. What inner expression can you allow to flow inside and outside of you and show the world the beauty that actually resides within you? So you really want to open up to the holistic channel, the alternative channel of ideas, those innovations that you might have. Maybe you put them on the shelf and you ignored, or you hit the save button for later. So what is the character you want to really show the outer world? The magic that resides within you, or the being that is next to come? Kind of take the scale approach with the options. Are they in line? Are they balanced? Are they in integrity? Do they bring you peace? Are they in that channel? You really want to look at all the options, all the opinions, all the sides, all the flavors, right? Imagine adding different ingredients to your cosmic soup. So life definitely has been changing, right? So to access this shift, balance is actually the key. See where you have been and open the door to a future of where you're actually going next. Any aspect of your current reality that makes you feel less than vibrant, less than your own light, it's a day to kind of restore the balance, bring it in line, or create the line. So when your soul's harmonic comes online with not just yourself, but also your surroundings, the environment around you, the integrity of it, you're in this perfect alignment to actually balance your story. So for me, it's like, may peace be with you and may peace be upon you. I watched the entire resurrection of Urtugal on Netflix during the 2020 experience. I'm actually rewatching it for the fourth time, but they say that all the time, and it actually just feels good. Put your hand on your heart, your left hand. It's a great mantra, and just say, may peace be with you, or may peace be upon you. And then you'll see the beauty that actually resides around you and also through you. It's kind of like recalibrating those rough edges and turning down the volume in a way of the narrative, the story. Also, if you've had any downloads with the new moon from yesterday, you might have to kind of dance or shimmy side to side, kind of him-hawing to bring in that authenticity, nature, or a force actually to reason with. So you really want to use your heart's channel to strike a pose in the balance of this innovation and see if it's actually sustainable. There are a lot of people that are creating self-sustaining villages right now all over the world, the globe, little yurt villages. So you really want to be in the flow, have some fun, call in your psychic abilities, your inner vision today. If you're not sure how to call it in, I actually have 2 programs to assist with that. One is the Energy Body Demystified, and then I also created a next level up from that is actually called Change Your Stars. So it really is about the baby steps. Our throat center is actually online today, so you really want to utilize your spiritual truths, be the voice. Blue is the color of choice. You can do blue-green to bring in or collaborate with your heart center and your throat, Vishuddha. Or you can utilize the higher octaves of blue to bring in the visions through your third eye and use the voice in collaboration as there as well. So really any shade of blue will really work, including eating blueberries. I always like to bring in a food. But the moon itself is in the last phases of Virgo, so just enjoy the moment of the moon, that emotional sinking. And since we're in the season of the harvest, have you taken time in your heart's garden, your Garden of Eden, your own personal garden? All of nature serves a purpose, even a weed or a so-called weed. A lot of times we've been told that a weed is a weed, but actually it's got some really nurturing nature values. So just like a garden, sometimes things get overrun by all kinds of things, including plants. It's just kindly remove them so the wishes that you call in to manifest, you can feel the feeling, a vibration, or even a frequency. And imagine what your heart's garden, those wishes to look like. What does your garden wish to look like? And it's just a matter of like removing the obstacles down to the base and actually releasing them either to the earth or into the heavens, the galactic corridor. It actually absorbs all of the things that really no longer serve us and our own personal garden or choice and sends them to a place, a wishing well for them as well, in a positive light. So our throat center is our self-expression channel. It's the seed sound of Heem. You really want to take a deep breath first before you do it, but it's the E as in sleep. A lot of times you see it spelled H-A-M. It's not the ham, it's the Heem. So chant that at least 3 times to get you on your way today. You can even just do it throughout the day if you're feeling like your self-expression is kind of clogged. An elemental tone today. With all these elements, we are really in need of nature, our authenticity, the transition, the change. I don't bring in the hour for a few reasons. I did yesterday because I wanted to bring in the hour of the new moon. But it's the shhhing like you would a child or maybe an adult in a movie that's being loud or not. But you really just in the shhhing, it quiets the mind to sink in the ideas that are actually blossoming or blooming. And today I switched the narrative from the angelic beings. Metatron is still online. We're still in the season of Virgo. So you can bring in Metatron as well and just have him recalibrate your entire energetic system. That's kind of what I do with Metatron. He's kind of intense. So you could just feel into the intensity, or I guess he feels intense. I don't know, where it's all perspective really. But I called in the crow. Literally, actually, I have a crow. So the crow is like the mysteries and the magic of supporting our intention. So it was curious that this crow came in right before the new moon, but it's luck, but it's also the trickster. So you kind of want to be aware of deceiving appearances in a way. And if the crow chose you, as it did for me, apparently, it supports us in developing our power of sight, transformation, and actually the connection with the magic of life itself. It's actually nature. Nature is this magical, mysterious power and this connection when you can frequent into that frequency. It's, the crow's both positive and negative in its symbology. It's the magic in life. It's the mystery in creation. It's intelligent. It's a higher perspective. It's actually being fearless, maybe a little audacious, flexible, and adaptable. So it's yin energy, actually. Yin is more flexible, where yang is not. So this trickster, this mischievousness, or even manipulation is kind of part of the crow, but it's also been associated with dark witchcraft, bad omens, and death. But I think that's, again, perspective. When my benefactor, my really great friend of over 30 years, crossed the Rainbow Bridge, I was visited by like a flock of crows. So there was a message there. But the crow also carries the power of prophetic insight. It's symbolic of the void or the core of creation, the mystical and the magical. So just kind of tune into the energy of the crow. And today, actually, I felt called to use my Shaman Oracle deck. It must be the magic and the mystery of nature and also the crow. But I also pulled in the elements. So the elements, there we have it. The elemental deck, I pulled the air suite or suit. I like suite. Just sounds better. But air is our mental realm. It's the air and the sound. They really kind of set up the vibrational tone and the frequencies in life, the tonalities, the thoughts we have, how conscious we are, even in our language, whether it's an emotional language or really using our voice, our throat center. So how integrated we are in using both hemispheres of our brain, the left and the right, and even how we work with prayer, intention, or in meditation. It's really all part of the air frequency. So in the air realm, that's where we begin to see our life or the world from a larger perspective and work with our visionary abilities. Air is where we can actually learn to soar. You can fly. That's the crow, right? So there's these thoughts and these vibrations that are actually in harmony or balance with our life's desires, our wishes. Make those delicious. So air in the mental realm is where we hold our belief systems about the stories of life, our personals or outside of us. So you kind of want to ask yourself, did you consciously choose your belief system, or was it based on outdated mental models passed down to you? Passed down to you from your ancestors, your parents, a teacher, whomever, a mentor. So it really takes a lot of dedication and focus to shift or change our mental models, our paradigms, and to choose a new set or a conscious tone for life. So it's really in meditation and prayer that we learn how to quiet the absolute light in our mind and receive our inner wisdom and that guidance and that faith channel. So prayer is just how we ask for assistance on our inner realm, our inner voice. And meditation is a powerful way to listen and receive the guidance. So you just kind of wait for the answer. Generally, they come through in signs, right? That's why I'm seeing a crow. When you pray, it's just really important to know that your prayer is always answered. It's like it might be answered like a no, or the no means just not today. So it's in your future. So don't panic about that. And praying from a space of feeling that your prayers are answered really sets the vibrational tonality, the tone, the syncing, the frequency. So if you pray from a space where you're unsure in your position and you energize that insecurity, you need to know that when you hold the frequency of your request, that it's actually done. So you want to stay in the higher octaves in the notes of, in the knowingness and the frequency that it's going to manifest, whatever your prayer was being answered or how. They don't come in, our day-to-day reality in the ways that we assume they will. So I guess just ask yourself, do you need to take time to actively meditate or pray on the daily? That's kind of what this car is like, sinking in both the meditation and the prayer state, the alternative channels there. And then I also pulled, here we are, there we go. Let's get rid of this though. Bingo. Okay, the Shaman Oracle deck, I pulled the giveaway. What a cool card, because those look like planets that are all in line. They're all syncing. Magical. Look at her mask on her face. That's awesome. So giveaway is actually a gift that we offer to life without any attachments, without actually expecting anything in return. You can only give what is truly yours to give. So if somebody gives you something, but they're expecting something in return, that really isn't a gift, right? So only giving what's truly yours, whether, I'm a winker, I love to wink, or a smile, whatever it is, a nod of encouragement, a yes nod, or, just touching somebody or being just kind, and a kindness being, complimentary in your word, your voice. So it's not really giving to others what you no longer want, like a sweater that you no longer fits you, but actually gifting that which is actually more precious, your authentic self, your love, your genuine heartfelt feelings. So the aspect of this card, it's actually inviting us to create a list of 10 people or 10 things that you are actually grateful for in your heart channel, and connect with the feeling of the gratitude of that, where the giveaway comes to ask us to feel the same gratitude, be gracious in our heart space without needing anything or anyone to actually inspire us to share this gratitude with those that you meet, those that you greet, and also, offering thanks. I do a lot of offerings in nature to give gratitude and thanks to nature. So that's when our heart really opens and we really start realizing or actualizing how much life has really authentically given us, even though, sometimes the rug feels like it's been pulled out from under our feet. So you can heal your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance channel that really surrounds us. So the giveaway card is inviting us to be in the flow of life as we give freely and we also receive freely. And the medicine or the prescription, the aspect of the card to create the medicine for it, is it, ask yourself, is it difficult for you to set limits on how much of yourself you do give? Do you have a boundary there? Which is totally okay. If you give more than is healthy to your beingness, you're not going to be able to give for very long. You're run out, right? Your soul capital is depleted. And you're going to feel resentful maybe with people around you, whether it's a relationship, a partner, whatever, the village, or you feel like the world owes you something in return. So kind of just notice and feel into that frequency. So if you give for any reason other than pure generosity because you can, are you trying to be liked or accepted? Are you hoping to heal an old wound, a story? So just really start giving to self first. And before you offer yourself to care for others, be there for self first. Give yourself the love, the time, and even the acceptance that you were, whatever it is that you were longing for in your village. And once you experience the abundance, the plenty, then you can really, truly, authentically give to others. So it's really about balance, some affirmations to get you on your way. You really want to be in your heart channel or the channel of your heart. Be heart-centric today. It's actually in the surrendering where our suffering ends in our channel. So I would say something like, I am grateful with my heart channel and open to receiving, and kind of hold that space. Sometimes it's hard to just even say that you're grateful, right? An attitude of gratitude. Another one is, I'm I am in a contemplative, compassionate space of kindness, recalibrating my balance. Could be your inner balance or your outer balance. I would probably go with my inner balance myself. To create the village that you really want to be in, live in that frequency and visualize that tonality and see yourself in the story of the life that you really want to live. So with all of that, InShalla, Ashe, thanks for tuning in. And as always, I will see you on the other side.